Hello, mums. So today is all focused on chest opening. It's gonna be quite chest opening intense, but I feel that mummies always need this because we're always bending down. Office workers need this, and some of you are office workers, so we're always rounded forwards. Even just those of us who are on our phones, chest opening is always really important. So we are going to be using props. If you don't have blocks at home, you can mimic some of the movements with maybe pillows or something, but they're more to prop us up than anything. So for our first position, we're going to start off in a seated position, just comfortable. And we're really going to be focusing on using the breath to help stretch through the rib cage, through the chest, rib cage opening this way, rib cage into the back. So don't know if you're waking up or you're going to bed or this is the middle of the day, but I want you to just connect to the breath. Close the eyes if it feels comfortable. And we're going to focus today on chest breathing. I normally talk more about diaphragmatic breathing into the belly, but today I want us to think about lifting and breathing through the top of that rib cage so we can help stretch the intercostals. I want us to breathe wide through here and through the back. So inhale, fill the chest. Exhale. Let it go. Inhaling. Chest lifting. Ribs expanding. Exhaling. Letting all that air out. Inhaling. Exhaling. See if you can make that breath longer. And at your own pace, give me 5 really solid, big breaths. And the key to a good inhalation is not to do it fast. It's to do it really nice and slow. When you exhale, let every single last bit of air out without straining the throat. We don't want to be holding the breath. We want to allow it to flow. So you inhale, everything expands, it rises, and you exhale. Go for one final breath. Good. Taking the hands, interlocking them behind the base of the head. Opening up the chest. Rib cage towards the ceiling. Elbows back. And then with this exhale, we're just going to rotate and twist. Look towards one side. Try and keep both sit bones on the floor. Inhale. Twist, rotate, look up towards the ceiling. Get long, get wide. Exhale. Twist and rotate. One last time, a little bit faster. Trying to make space. Inhale. Exhale. Twist and rotate. Coming back to center, just let it go. All right, inhale the arms up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale. Exhale, cactus. Taking one of your blocks or 2 of your blocks and just having them close by, we're going to pop into our cat-cow. All fours position. Inhale, looking up to the ceiling, arching the spine, shoulder blades away from the ears. Exhale, tuck and round. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And from there, I want you to keep your hips right on top of the knees. We're just going to be walking the hands forwards for Anahatasana, heart melting pose. We're extending the arms out and pressing the chest forwards. So some people can feel this really pinchy in the shoulder. If that's you, I want you to grab the blocks, place them flat, and use that as sort of an anchor point for the chest. If not, you can also keep the fingers propped up like this, working on finger strength rather than melting into the floor that way. So taking those arms out, chin goes onto the floor, chest opens. Open the chest, take the hands out a little bit wider. Try and melt with each exhale. Hold on for one more breath, and then we're going to press out. Hands to chest. Just wiggle the legs straight. Lie on your belly like a snake. So we're going to be doing a few chest opening, heart opening postures in a row. If you have low back pain, I don't want you to press too far into these movements. I want you to focus more on your upper back. So this first one, Cobra, is just for the upper back. We're going to place the fingertips underneath the shoulders. Bring the feet together like one long snake. Squeeze your bum, lift your belly away from the floor, but you should still be flat on the floor. From there, we're just going to roll the shoulders down and back. Keep those elbows pinned into the side of the body. Press your head into the floor on the mat. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to press away from the mat, just using the upper back muscles to do this. And not extending the elbows. When we do this, I want you to just take the fingers away so you can really see that it's just the upper back muscles doing the work. Eyes gazing upwards. Holding for one more breath. Exhale, coming down. Release the hands. Allow the palms to face towards the ceiling. Forehead on the mat. Softening the breath. Now we're going to focus on the lower back. So we're just going to test our Shalabhasana. We're going to squeeze the bum and just doing this one side at a time. Take the hands and press the palms towards the floor. And we're just going to lift our bums up and wiggle our arms underneath the body so that your fingertips are flat on the mat and your pinkies are touching. If you can get them touching, keep the fingers together. From there, you're going to tuck your chin. Head stays on the floor. We're just going to use the glute to point the toe of the left foot and lift our leg as high as we can, just using the glute. So it might look like this, and that's fine. It might look like this. But what I don't want it to look like is low back pain. All right? So we're going to go together, and we're going to hold for 3 breaths. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, lifting the left leg. Pressing the hips into the floor. Keeping the mind and the breath calm. See if you can lift an inch further and come down. Prepare for the other side. Point the toe, using all the muscles in the right leg, lifting the right leg as high as you can. And it's okay if one side isn't as high as the other. Press the hips, keep the hips on the floor. Only the thigh and the leg should be lifted. Straight leg, feel long, extending away from the mat. Calm breath and bringing it down. Now, if you can, what we're going to try and do is lift both legs, okay? So you're probably not going to be able to come up as high, and that's okay. Press the face into the floor. Keep the breath calm. Both legs together at the same time now. Just one breath. Ready? Off we go. Exhale, come down. Release the hands. Allow the palms to face the ceiling. Calm breath, calm mind. From there, lift the chin for me. We're going to take our hands. So our right hand is going to be slightly in front of us. That's going to be our support. We're going to be lifting the left leg, and we're going to be focusing on Ardha Dhanurasana, half bow pose. So we're going to take the left hand, the one that's closest to me and you. We're going to be lifting from the left leg. So first, just see if you can catch the left ankle with the left hand. Keeping the right hand in front of you for support if you need it. We're going to see if we can lift the left knee off the floor using the quad. Inhale, roll the shoulders down and back, look forwards. Exhale, we're going to lift. And how we do this is you kick the hand. Oh, you kick the foot into the hand. You press the hand into the foot and lift. Open the chest. Keep the hip bones and the rib cage on the floor if you can. Belly stays pressed into the floor. And release. Come back to that position where our head is pressed into the floor, palms facing up. Calm the breath, calm the mind. And then we'll swap and do the same on the other side. So left hand is now going to be on the mat in front of us. Right leg, same thing. See if you can catch the right ankle with the right hand. Inhale. Exhale. Now see if you can lift. Inhale, exhale, come on down. Now we're going to try the full bow pose. So that's where we're holding both hands. So if your back's already a little bit dicey, feel free to skip this one, or you can try one side at a time. So bend the knees. See if you can catch both ankles. This might be enough. You might just want to practice this. If you're feeling confident, we're going to go for the bow. So inhale, exhale, kick the feet into the hands pulling on the feet like opposing forces. Try and keep the knees together. Lift the chest. And now see if you can find that balance of rocking onto the pubic bone, rocking more onto the rib cage. Pubic bone, rib cage. Kick the feet more if you can. Try and keep those knees together. And let it go. Good job. Face down. Palms face the ceiling. Calm the breath. Calm the mind. Press back to a child's pose. So taking the hands near the chest, press yourself up and back. Your choice. You can have knees together or knees apart, whatever feels best for you. In postpartum, I like knees together. I find it more supportive for the tummy. Take a few breaths here. And then we're going to end with Matsyasana, fish pose. So this is our last chest opener.
and we're going to do a couple of variations. I'm going to demonstrate the variation with the blocks last. I'll show you how to do it just from the floor. But the blocks I find is nicer, a little bit more supportive, and you can also get a little bit more length through the chest.
So from the floor, to get into Matsyasana, you're gonna come onto your elbows, and my hands can kind of cup my hips and my bum. You're gonna open the shoulders. You're gonna lean the head back, straighten the legs, opening through the chest. And what should happen is that your head should touch the floor. I'm not there, sir. If the head doesn't touch the floor, if you have a pillow, you can do it, but if you have a block, you can do it. Just the top of the head touches the block. Opening, pressing the elbows into the floor. But what I like is the variation where you place a block between the shoulder blades. So place a block between the shoulder blades. You have your pillow block. And we're going to hang out here and do a couple of breaths. So roll the shoulders down and back. Squeeze the block with the shoulder blades. And you have the option of a couple of different heights. So there's that, there's also that if you want a little bit more. So choose your variation. So we're stretching through the neck. Now we have the option for different hands. You can keep the hands pressed next to you, or if you want a little bit more extra, take the arms up overhead, stretching out through the chest and the back. Interlock the fingers, press them away from you. Now focus on that big chest breathing, expanding through the rib cage. Feet together if you can. Release the hands. Pressing yourself up. Well done today, my mums. I'll see you again tomorrow.